went to the comedy club. It was me, the person I came with, Anthony, and his lady. And
I thought you said no names.
I mean, Anthony's the homie. Who cares?
Okay, all right, cool.
And the person that I came with, they were late. Let me. I guess I should preface this. This person is a friend, a legit just friend.
Is it a female?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a legit
No such thing.
platonic friend.
So
It just means they haven't had sex yet. That's all.
Okay.
Dating,
All right.
no physical, whatever. And
You're not on demon time with her.
No demon time. I mean, but granted, I guess there's a backstory about that. But we won't get into that. We don't get into all
Maybe demon time.
I mean, unless y'all want to get into it. But
I'm
we
saying.
don't have to get into it. Yeah, I mean, but okay. So this person was late. And, Godfrey was already up. Oh, no. A comedian was already about time.
Okay.
But, I mean, the area was like, it's busy and she's not familiar with the area. Whatever. And so we enjoyed the show. After the show, later that night. Well, she ended up going out to, wherever she wanted to go with her friends. And then I went to Cidercade or whatever. And boom, that was the end of that night. And then so the next night, we messaged and, told her how was your night and all that stuff. Cool. And she was telling me like, hey, I felt bad for being late. And she looked up a place. She was like, hey, I feel bad for being late. I want to make it up to you type thing. And then she was like, I have this place that we can go next weekend. And it was like a vegan restaurant. And I was like, oh, okay. But this was along the time that we were talking about Houston.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, that sounds like a really good idea. Let me check and see my schedule because I might be going out of town that weekend. So let me just double check whatever. And then she said, okay, well, let me know. And I said, bam, cool. Then, I go about my day. We're doing a podcast, obviously, so I can't respond or anything like that, or she can't. We're not communicating. And then so after we finished the podcast, we talked about like, yo, what we doing for Houston? I called you back there, bam, and I said, okay, we're not doing Houston that week. We're all good. We can, we can go, whatever. And then later, her response is, oh yeah, I ended up making plans with someone else. At that anyway, but I'll give you the address so you can visit it at your leisure or whatever. And then I said that's fucked up. Like I wasn't mad, because we're just friends or whatever. But I'm just like, that's fucked up. I said this. It doesn't seem genuine. I said you asking me if we want to go to a vegan restaurant. I'm a vegan, obviously. It doesn't seem like it's a genuine thing if you immediately just, several hours later within our conversation, you set up something with someone else in that particular spot or even going to that particular restaurant. And I'm just like, that's fucked up. Like you don't make plans and me check my skills and make sure I can do it. And then immediately, when I check back, you say, oh yeah, I made plans with someone else. And I was just like, that's fucked up. And then she was like, I mean, I guess it'd be better to go verbatim, so I'm just not remembering, right?
Got the receipts.
Got to do the deets.
My man got the receipts.
Got to do the deets.
I didn't know what deets were for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Details.
I know what they are now.
Oh. Crispy, he lives under a rock sometimes.
Oh, bro.
Okay. She was like, oh, I'll send you the name of the place so you can check it out at your leisure. And she said, I already made plans with someone to check it out since you said you might be traveling. And, and I put the, the well down. Like,
right.
All right.
Right.
And then she said, when someone says, I'll see, let me check my schedule, or I'm not sure, I move on. No biggie, I just don't wait around.
5 minutes?
What?
It was context, not 5 minutes. It was a few hours.
It doesn't matter. It's not even a day.
Let me check my schedule. Here we go. This is actually frustrating me. Well, plus what I just went through is
it's the tox.
But I guess keep in mind that she's a platonic friend.
That doesn't mean anything.
All right.
Like this could be a.
Is there more? Or is it?
I mean, no, because I explained this like basically like, and because I told her, I said, "Hi, it's all good. This is fucked up." I said, "But it's all good." And then she said, "You fucked up or I did?" And I'm just like, "No one fucked up." I said, "No one's fucked up." I said, "But if someone is checking to make sure they aren't doing something on a particular day to accommodate something that you had in mind a week later." Then once they confirm that they are available the same day, you respond with, "I made plans with someone else instead." And I said, "That's just fucked up." I said, "It's not a genuine invite."
You didn't even give me a chance.
and then her response was, "Not a genuine invite." Okay. And then I'm just like, no, it's not. Like, there's nothing genuine about making plans with a specific person and then later saying, "I made plans with someone else, but I'll give you the information to a place so you can go on your own." I said, it's not anything that's taken personal or anything. I'm just looking at it for what it is. You know? And then her response was, "I actually felt bad for being late. So I searched up vegan food, found the best one, and invited you." Your exact words. "Let me see what's happening this weekend." Followed by, "You might be traveling. You aren't sure, so I move on. We're just friends. I don't have to wait around for you to for your schedule to clear."
Oh, wow.
I offend you to send you the restaurant name. I offered to send you the restaurant name anyway because I found it for you. You know. And you can say that the plan fell through or I moved too fast, but not genuine, I disagree with. "I didn't have to search for vegan food or invite you, but I did. And it's all good on me because I know your ass is sensitive," or something.
She said that to you?
Yeah, because I said it's all good. Like, we're good. Like, this, I'm not, you know. No, I'm not being sensitive about this because I didn't feel anything personal about it. I'm just literally observing the situation for what it is. And granted, we're not like, we recently just met.
None of that matters.
Right.
None of that needs to be said. I don't care if I met you yesterday. You're like, that speaks to clearly she's damaged goods. Regardless of if, you know what I'm saying, like
friend or whatever.
Friend, you just
who needs
coworker
a friend like that?
Like, that is a result of her inviting guys out or whatever, them saying, "Oh, let me check my schedule," but what they were really saying is, "Nah, I don't want to go with you."
Right.
So instead of understanding that people are individuals, she just places that blanket on every guy, likely, and just says, "Oh, when a guy says that, it just means that they're not interested or they don't want to do it." In order to protect herself and whatever, you know, she just instantly says, "Oh, I'll just move on." Because if he says, "No, I'm not available," then I don't have to feel bad. I already have plans. And also it's manipulative because what she's trying to do is condition you to believe that when she asks you to do something, you have to answer right then and there. So she's also trying to condition you to act a certain way or interact with her a certain way. It's manipulative and it's clearly she's damaged.
Bruh, this is trash. This is trash. I'm not gonna explain my part as well as Chris did because you know, once again, I'm emotionally charged by a situation yesterday, but this is absolute garbage. And then for her to try to manipulate and swing it back on you and just to say, well, when people say that they have to think about it or they're going to need to check their schedule, I just move on. And it's the same day. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even give me, I'm sorry. I don't just sit around and do nothing. I have a life. I do things. I have businesses. I have a schedule. I legit need to check my schedule.
Yeah.
Yes, we were talking about going out of town, so you needed to make sure, hey, is this the weekend? So you're not relying on your own personal information. You're not literally looking at your 9 to 5. Oh, no, I'm good. Right? Because that's normal people's checking their schedule. You have a lot going on. You had to make sure, hey, Chris, is this good? Is this the weekend? Da, 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 da. Right? You legit check your schedule. And then for her to then say, well, yeah, I've moved on. I've decided to make plans with someone else.
That's like,
how dare you?
The same day.
How dare you? Like, bruh, I mean, for me, like, friend, girlfriend, I don't care. I don't need that type of person in my life.
Right.
You're not, and to turn it on you, she took one thing, because she said, well, if you say it was too fast, or if you said that I should have waited, but to say it's not genuine, like, and then to say, well, your ass is sensitive, yo, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Straight
up, like that is crazy.
That is a horrible attitude.
Yeah,
a horrible attitude. I'm not going to assume, but I bet you she's single, and I bet you she's been single for a while. Or if she gets in relationships, they're 3 months. Like
crazy.
That type of attitude. See, here's the thing too, because I don't want people to think, oh, y'all jumping the gun. We do this for a living. Like, we talk to people, we interact with people. We have professional certifications in this type of knowledge base. Mm-hmm. So we can look at a situation and dive much deeper. Right. This is super surface level, but it speaks to greater damage that's there that is not even on her wavelength.
That's not normal. Like, bro, that's not normal. Like, who thinks? Like, that's how trauma works, right? You don't think normal, right? You have when it comes to thought processes, there's a chain of how things work. And and at the beginning of that chain, you have your conditioning, so how you've grown in your life, and then you have the filter, so you have life experiences. So the things that you've been through in your life and the things you've experienced then continue to change the way that your mind works and your thoughts, right? And then there's multiple things, there's multiple steps that change the way that you think. And then when it comes to the output, so where someone else would see this, that's where she says, well, when someone says X, Y, and Z, which is here at the beginning, you said, I have to look at my schedule. That word or that phrase went through this process, this thought process, and then out came for her, oh, he doesn't want to hang out with me. Whatever she actually thought, I'm just going to move on, right? There's something broken in that process of thought. Yeah. And this is not right. And this is when that conversation of hurt people, there's hurt in her process and her thinking. There's something here that needs fixed. And you say that it didn't bother you, you didn't take it personal, cool, right? If it doesn't bother you, great. You know what I'm saying?
I like to consider, I like to look at things from both sides. So that's the only way. I'm just like,
it still bothers.
It was like my immediate reaction when I saw this. I was just like, this is fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
And then me saying that and expressing that and breaking down why I felt that way and hearing her response, I'm just like, you don't see this?
No, because her thought process is messed up. There's something broken in this process.
And that's why I'm just like, I said, this will make perfect a top. I said, this is going to be a podcast topic.
It's
because I'm just like, I'm not in this entire situation. I always try to find out what I possibly could have done wrong or what I could have done better. But I'm just like, I'm an honest and open person. So in this situation, I don't see anything of, this isn't genuine. I looked up the definition of genuine. I was like,
oh, wow.
No, this ain't genuine. I said, this is not genuine. This is not genuine. I was like, I know the definition of genuine, and this is not genuine. And the fact that was the word that you saw, instead of just saying, hey, you can't even acknowledge how fucked up this is.
She didn't even acknowledge how you felt. She instantly went defense, right? So she instantly went to the defensive, and she didn't even acknowledge how you felt. So this is poor communication, right? If someone comes to you and they say, "Listen, well, this is messed up, right? I don't like this." Well, then you say, "Okay, well, why?" Right? You start to have a dialogue, and then you start to look at it from both ways. She could have responded, because I don't want to say should, because we shouldn't. Should is a word essentially we shouldn't be using. Anyway, so she could have responded with, wow, you know what? You're probably right. I didn't realize how that could affect you, and I do apologize. I usually make these decisions because of things that I've done in the past or things that I've experienced, and I've had people then just not show up, or they wait till the last minute to tell me.
But keep in mind, we're just platonic friends.
It doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
And the fact that the funny thing is, like, she mentioned that in her little message,
right?
And I said that actually makes it even worse.
It makes it worse. This is how you treat your friends?
Like, if we're literally just friends, and the funny thing is, most people can't separate the two. I can, because I've grown up and have little friends that are girls, went to their weddings and all that stuff, met the husbands, and they know me. I'm like the brother or whatever. I can legit separate that.
Yeah.
But, and so if I go into a situation, I understand it. Like, I immediately become unattracted to you.
Right.
Immediate. I have that valve where I can just shut it off. There's no attraction or anything. And for her to mention that, I guess she assumes or thinks that I have these feelings, maybe. If we're just platonic friends,
it's not something that needs to be stated.
Yeah,
I don't interact with y'all and be like, it doesn't matter. We're just friends anyway.
Right.
Like what? Not to mention, like let's really look at the logical part of this. The whole point of you saying let me check my schedule is so that you don't make plans and then break them. Right. Because all people do this. All people do this. My experience has been with women because I go on dates with women. But women do this in such a demonic way. Like the things that I have experienced when it comes to making plans with women and the way they treat your time like it is a Sega Genesis, a plaything, it is demonic, bro. Like it is so evil.
And I'm sure men do this too.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
But obviously we don't date men.
I don't date men, so I don't know. I'm just talking about women because that's my experience. I know men do it as well. But what I'm saying is people shouldn't do it to each other, period.
Right.
But what I've experienced with women, because I've never had male friends do anything even close to what women have done to me.
Yeah. Even friends.
And the crazy thing about it is I am a really good person. Mm. Like, I do not do evil things to people. Yeah. I'm not rude to people unnecessarily. Like, basically what I'm saying is women who have done this to me, I've never done anything to them to warrant that. Not even close. Like, it is insane what they will do and be completely okay with it.
Like, I don't see the problem.
Like,
what was the issue?
What does it matter? Like, what goes on in y'all's brains?
That what's that? They think they are. I guess they deserve it, or it should be automatic, or we should automatically just succumb to how they feel, and our feelings don't matter.
I think that's part of the culture now, where this is women are in charge. They're independent. They're the boss. Everything is catering to them. And men are supposed to cater to them as well. And to a certain degree, right, men do cater to women. But in that situation, it's just like, bro, like I'm a human. Like, and if we're talking, we're getting to know each other, we're working as equals in this sense. Like, don't just waste my time and pretend like it's nothing. Like that's extremely frustrating. And once again, I am.
So I'm not bugging then.
No,
I'm not bugging because I was waiting for you to get me, man.
I will say this.
I can't. Nah, I'm on your side, man. I can't.
I will say this as well, and this is me being objective. Most people do not value their time. So what it shows me when someone does that to me is, you don't value your time. Your time is worthless. That's the only way, because real recognize real. If I'm a business person, or if I'm just a really organized person, or I just have a lot of stuff going on, you value your time because you don't have just this infinite abundance. There's only 24 hours in a day.
Right.
So you value your time different, which means you have a different respect for other people's time. Mm. So as I'm really thinking about this, I think Mel said it was, or Steve, I'm not sitting around. Like,
right.
What is just sitting around?
I'm not just chilling.
Like, I never, unless I literally have to schedule time for me to just sit around. Mm-hmm. Like, that's weird, but I do. I have to, because you got to rest. But, they don't value their time.
Yeah. I mean,